Well, Coach Van Horn talked about he thought you guys were really comfortable coming in here and maybe more comfortable than he wanted you guys to be. Does that just maybe speak to the attitude that this team's kind of had all season, that don't care and we'll just do whatever we have to do?
Yeah, I would say so. Especially after going through a season like this, like no other, where we haven't played a road game with more than just a handful of fans in the stands all year long. And I felt like our guys, we went toe to toe with one of the best in their ballpark. And, there's not many environments that are going to be tougher to play in the country than this one. And, I would say just the heart of this team, what they've shown all year long is they're not going to get rattled by much. And awfully proud of them.
I know it's still so early, but what does this weekend, what does this season do going forward for you guys now as you start to look ahead a little bit?
Yeah, I think you can see what the best looks like when you come here. You see, one of the best ballparks in the country, unbelievable game day atmosphere, just the way they support this team, and obviously how talented Arkansas is, and there's a reason they've won every series in the SEC this year, and SEC champs and SEC tournament champs. I mean, we've seen what the best looks like, so that's a good start. Our guys have gotten pretty close here to getting to the next level. Got to a regional final for the first time in a long number of years. We got to build on it, and I think the future is certainly bright, and the seniors and the upperclassmen have laid a pretty solid foundation for what's to come.
Evan?
Well, when you're looking at this game and seeing what the challenge might be in terms of Arkansas's pitching, how surprised were you to see what Cops did in terms of the length he gave them?
Pretty surprised. I've never seen anything like it. And as long as I've been involved in college baseball, to have a guy that is able to go out there and compete at such a high level in such an environment, and just on this stage, and just to do it over and over and over again. I mean, there's a reason he's a National Pitcher of the Year. I mean, the guy is he was incredible today. And early on, I thought maybe he wasn't quite as sharp, just from maybe being a little bit tired, but I just felt like he just got better and better as the game went along and made big pitches. And, I think we had our shot there to get a 2-out hit in the 5th inning. He got off the field, and that was it.
And for your pitching, Cade said that he maybe knew the night before. Was that pretty clearly the option for you guys going into today?
Yeah, we talked about it last night. We got back to the hotel. Cade wanted the ball. Felt like we wanted the left-handed arm on the mound. We wanted to try to stay left-handed if we could. With him only throwing, just over 60 pitches on Friday, we knew that would be a possibility when that happened if we got to Monday. So, we wanted to give him the ball. I thought he gave us everything he had. He got a little tired there at the end, and unfortunately, a couple innings have gotten away from us this weekend, and that was the difference in 2 losses, just the walks and wild pitches, and obviously the big swing there at the end.
And just one more, if I could. I mean, you've been, as a player, part of teams at Nebraska that lost, but it kind of portended something greater to come. Is there kind of that vibe with this team that things might be taken off a little bit?
Yeah, I think it's pretty tangible right now. These guys went toe to toe with the best, and they got nothing to hang their heads about. We've competed extremely hard all year, and that's all I'm going to continue to ask is we're gonna be one of the hardest working teams in the country. We're going to be asked to show up every day and be very consistent. And I think this is certainly a stepping stone here. Getting to a regional final and having a shot to win in the late innings against the #1 team in the country, I think the needle's definitely pointing up.
Let me know if you've got questions in the chat. Bob?
Hey, Will. Hey, congrats on a great season. That eighth inning looks like it's going to be 2-2 going to the ninth. You guys had 2 outs, and you had Franklin down 1-2. But he fought off some good pitches and worked the walk. Just what do you think about what Arkansas was able to do? They're a team that can kind of explode on people with the lineup.
Yeah, Franklin had a big at bat. He had a tough series against us, and that was a big at bat there, just to keep extending it and spoiling pitches, and took a couple close ones there, and probably took a lot out of Cody there. We asked more from him this weekend, just with a couple of extended outings. He hasn't been used to doing that. I thought his stuff was outstanding tonight. We really wanted to let him try to get as deep in it as we could, but it looked like he just ran out of gas, and that Franklin at bat there was that was the difference. That was the tide turner.
And then, Arkansas is obviously the number 1 overall seed. You guys gave them all they could handle. What do you think about Arkansas moving forward? Maybe their chances again to Omaha and maybe winning it all.
I think they have a great shot. They haven't lost a series all year, so they've got a lot of talent, a great coaching staff. They've got everything you need. They play great defense. They're athletic. They're obviously can beat you in a bunch of different ways. So they got a great team, and I'd love to see Coach win his first national championship.
Thanks.